I'm sorry for the crack. Hello everybody. Welcome to another stream. Let's hope that today it doesn't fuck up as much. I feel like I jinxed myself, but still, let's hope it doesn't fuck up as much. Today we'll be doing the Archon quests that just came out for Genshin Impact, the two new ones. First we have to do the Raiden 1 Part 2, and I'm kind of excited for that because you get to see the new boss. And then depending on how long that takes, we might do the second part. Not the second part, but Yaimiko's one. We'll see though. We'll see. But yeah. Sucks because I really want to go back to Lost Ark. I'm not addicted, you're addicted. I promise. I promise, just you, not me. But yeah, let's see how well today's stream goes. For those who tuned in yesterday, I am sorry for all that clusterfuck of shit. I don't know. I just don't fucking know. I'll have to try to do some things before this Sunday and see if that maybe helps in the future. Who knows? But yeah, let's get right into it. One thing though is I technically already started the quest a little bit, so there is some dialogue that will be missing because I hate when they do quests and you accept them because I just want them there so that I can go back and get them. But I hate when they're when you have to go talk to like a Catherine, and then it just starts the quest, and I'm like, fuck. So to start the quest after you accept it, you have to go talk to Catherine in Azuma, and I did that because that's where I like to go, do my dailies and shit, so I can get shit done there. And I didn't notice that yesterday, so yeah, the whole premise is when we go and do this, we'll be going to the Sakura tree or Sakura tree, and we're gonna be finding some rift towns and such. So that's the whole premise of this beginning bit. I don't know anything else after that. So yeah, let's get to it. He's reading a book. He's ready to go. And I need the Mora. I need the books. Okay. So like I'm trying to get Yaimiko's artifacts that I have for her. Like level.
Time to act.
And I'm out of Mora. I really have become a jungly man. Holy fuck. Why is that over there? You'd think it'd be, I guess, somewhere around here. Oh well. Oh yeah, and another event comes out tomorrow because I really need to get the catalyst for Yaimiko for that because the one I have for her currently is ass. But I also need Mora so I can fucking level it up. Why does everything take Mora? Game, why do you do this?
You're attacking the sacred Sakura! Stop them!
I thought I got hit.
Solidify!
How are you already this involved?
And away I go! Rain outlines your fate.
Of course it's a big noise. Why wouldn't there be?
And away I go! Rain cutter! This isn't good! Higher, higher, hands on fire! Wow, there are so many of them! No wonder
Jesus
the Tameo
Christ.
Commission needed help! Come on, Traveler, you can take them!
And you never help Paimon. Paimon, you can help, you know. But you just like, you like this weird.
I'm out of here!
No, don't leave, Sadie. I need you here. Oh.
Torn to oblivion! also be A?
Good question. Who's who?
It's you two.
Oh, it's A!
It has been a long time. We have not seen each other since the resolution of the Tenryo Commission crisis.
Okay,
She helped with
sounds
her
more
great
like
competition.
A. It is you,
No,
right?
she does not.
You sure made short work of them. That was amazing.
What are you doing here? What brings you out this time? And what are you
I'm
doing
making
here?
early preparations for what is to come. Last time we took a walk around Inazuma together, I witnessed the way the world is today. I was finally able to comprehend some things that I had never understood in the past. Since then, every time I encounter an obstacle in my thinking, I find myself having the urge to spend some time in the outside world.
Makes sense. You must get super bored being stuck in there all the time.
Yee.
Might I remind you that I am not here to amuse myself? Recently, I have observed a number of changes in the external world from the plane of Euthymia. The most serious of these being the attack on the sacred Sakura by numerous rift hounds. I considered this matter worthy of my attention, so I pursued them, and they led me here, where I happened to run into you.
But the commissions and adventures can deal with monsters. It doesn't seem like a matter needing the Archon's attention.
If the Shogun rather than I were to discover them, yes, perhaps she would have left the situation alone.
Why? Because she's just a puppet?
Precisely. According to the rules I designed for her, matters of this nature are to be delegated to the Tri-Commission. But rift hounds attacking the sacred Sakura... It brings back bad memories of that terrible disaster.
A disaster?
Yes. 500 years ago, a great catastrophe befell Inazuma. Everything was engulfed in a pitch-black fog, and monsters ravaged the land. Countless lives were lost, and this homeland that the people had worked so hard to build barely escaped being obliterated entirely. The monsters committed many atrocities on Inazuman soil, and the Rift Hounds were always their advance guard. Their duty was to tear open a passage through space with their claws and teeth, and then call in even more powerful beasts.
500 years ago. Conria. Would the Rift Hounds be no. No, maybe they're from the Abyss? Or maybe they're from Conria. Actually, no, that's a good question.
So you've heard of it too?
Wow.
That's an episode of history that I am loath to recall. Maybe to you, it seems like my response to these creatures was an excessive one. But an excess of caution is not unwarranted in this case.
Guess you can't argue with that.
Nope.
Since we are both here for the same reason, let us work together. From the traces they've left in the surrounding area, there should be many more monsters nearby. All of them must be eliminated.
Alrighty, let's go. Let's go kill some
Paimon feels
some
so
doggos.
safe when we're in Ace Company. Having someone uber powerful on your team kind of makes you feel invincible, doesn't it?
And what am I, chopped
Oh
liver?
yeah, after we've dealt with the monsters, we should ask her to tell us more about Conria.
I agree.
This color! It's similar to the color when the sacred Sakura takes damage. Let's follow it. It should be this way.
Looks like it's bleeding. Oh, okay. It's just a blip. We're gonna fix this fucking bridge, goddammit. Ay. Can't do anything.
I'm outta here.
Yeah. It was my team. I swear I'm funny, guys. I swear. This way, I swear. I cuss. Alright.
We are lucky. The damage is not too serious. The Yashiro Commission will be able to nurse the root system back to health.
This stuff that's flowing out, is it sap or something?
Hey, yo,
How come
fucking
it's
glows?
glowing? Huh?
Alright.
What's this?
Is someone injured? How terrible.
Could they be dead people? It wouldn't be the first time we'd seen ghosts on our journey.
Maybe they are
But
the roots,
why
or
would
maybe
they
that's
appear
the
here?
fragments of people.
Let's search the area. Perhaps we will find out.
Like people from the past. Because they look to have, like, older clothing.
I can't go on like this. Not when the other troops are counting on me.
What happened here? Could you tell us?
Who are you? What are you doing here?
Yeah, don't worry about that.
Run quick while you still can. The monsters will be back. And once you're in their sights, I'm telling you there's no escaping them. We will defend Inazuma until our dying breath.
What exactly happened? What monsters?
You don't know?
Yep. People from the past.
Inazuma is
Called it.
engulfed in darkness. Beasts and horrifying monsters are everywhere. They're merciless, ferocious, and they will devour everything in their path. Every last trace of humanity's existence, I tell you. They'll devour it all.
But look, none of that seems to be going on around here.
Not right now, but they'll be back. Look, get out of here. Now! There's no time left. The almighty Shogun is gone. So is Kitsune Saigu. There is no one left to rely on but ourselves. I don't know how long we can hold out for. But if we abandon our hope, then we've got nothing left at all.
Don't worry, I'm right here.
It's... the Shogun? You're back. Please, we beg you. You have to help us. You have to save Inazuma. Only the glow of your supreme lightning can dispel this terrible darkness. Please, or the whole of Inazuma will be reduced to a hunting ground for the beasts.
Calm down. The war you speak of is over.
Over? But what do you mean? Shogun?
Look around you. The grass grows green and lush, and a soft breeze blows. This is Inazuma at peace, as you will no doubt remember. There are no monsters, nor is there anything else here that could threaten your life.
That's because he's dead.
What? But how? Just moments ago, they were everywhere. I saw them tear my comrade to shreds with my own eyes.
Hey, calm down. Everything's fine now.
Huh. I think I understand. Almighty Shogun, you saved Inazuma. Yes, we were right to place our trust in the Almighty Shogun. As long as the Shogun is with us, Inazuma will last for an eternity. Thank you,
Really?
Your Excellency.
Really honored.
Thank
really.
you, thank you.
Papa.
What's wrong with him?
Is he disappearing?
He's
Well,
gone.
He won't be missed.
Paimon can't even begin to understand what that was all about. But somehow, Paimon feels all sad and hopeless.
If I am
Good.
not mistaken,
no,
what
Paimon,
we
don't
just
feel that
saw
way.
was a samurai's memory that was buried in the land. The sacred sakura can absorb and purify the filth in the ley lines. After the Rift Hounds attacked, some of this filth leaked out through the cracks in the trunk and formed a physical entity.
Okay, so I was
An
kinda
entity
right.
formed with strong filth would be highly aggressive. But when purified, it presents in the form of a memory. Purified filth quickly dissipates and will be absorbed by the ley lines shortly afterwards. In other words, it cannot exist for too long.
I see. The same thing happened to Dusty Ming.
So the memories of the ones that died are all appearing at this moment?
Yes. That soldier was one of the many thousands who made the ultimate sacrifice. What he was describing just now was precisely the disaster that happened in Inazuma 500 years ago.
Okay, so to kind of catch you up on what happened. So there's a quest here in Inazuma that if you get to Inazuma and do it, you will be tasked to do a cleansing of this island, of this specific island. And the whole point of it is that you need to cleanse this filth that is accumulated over hundreds of years. It needs to be done every like few hundred years or so. And basically, what the filth is like the sins of the people, the darkness, the despair, the fear, all of that shit. And it gets absorbed into the Sakura tree and shit like that. But eventually, it will like overflow if it is not cleansed properly. And that's what they're describing is the filth that needs to be like purified in a sense, to where it can be like go back through and be reincarnated as something pure. He mentioned that the Shogun was absent. He mentioned that at Kitsune. So it's more like filth and sin concentrate. Yes, pretty much. It's like filth and sin taking a physical form, but it's like a purple ooze. It shall be purified by in holy fire. Uh, More like holy lightning. Well, close enough. Okay. Yeah.
Yes. Inazuma was facing many great crises at that time. Some were local in origin, while others... Others came from the now fallen kingdom of Kanria. The disaster in Inazuma caused me great concern. I felt that I had to step in before it was too late. Otherwise, it would spread to all of Teyvat. But my friend,
No, it's chicken
Kitsune Saiku,
nuggies.
reassured me that I had nothing to worry about. She would shoulder the responsibility of protecting Inazuma and mobilize all forces at her disposal to combat the threat. I could tell that, although neither of us acknowledged it, we both knew that the road ahead would likely end in tragedy.
So, Inazuma was attacked at the same time as when the disaster happened in Kanria?
It's all a
Indeed.
big conspiracy.
Countless monsters
Probably.
suddenly appeared throughout all of Inazuma. In the end, Kitsune Saigu sacrificed her life to protect the people.
Oh,
I
shit.
never had the chance to see her one last time. But I would like to believe that she kept her promise to me until the very last. But even then, Inazuma was left more devastated than we could have ever imagined. Those terrible tragedies left great wounds that are still felt to this day, both on the land itself and in my heart.
Hey,
Holy Lotus was tater tot. God, why are you all talking about food in the chat? God fucking damn it! Shut the hell up! No, not talking of food. No. Is this the loss that Yainiko mentioned?
Yes. For the
Feed the
longest
barb.
time, I couldn't bring myself to face the pain of that loss. All my martial might was in vain. Though I could conquer Tatarigami and vanquish monsters,
I must starve.
I was helpless against the ravages of time,
Thank you.
powerless to keep the ones I cherished alive. But after my clash with human ambition, I thought long and hard. Now I realize I cannot fixate on the past forever.
So you're no longer stuck in the past. The fuck
When
did
I
you
traveled
say?
around
What the hell
Inazuma
did
with
you
you,
say?
I caught a glimpse
What'd you
of how
just
the
call
nation
me?
has progressed over the centuries. A glimpse of human potential. Everything far exceeded my expectations.
'Cause I can
Moving
confirm you
forward
were in
inevitably
food
invites
combinations.
further loss, but also new encounters. Just think of that soldier. Despite all the losses he had experienced, he still chose to keep fighting for the sake of moving forward. All those who sacrificed themselves back then gave their lives fighting for a future. But perhaps the future they were hoping for is not the eternity that I once strove for.
Absolutely. That's what being human is about.
As Inazuma's god, it is high time I honored their wishes.
About fucking
Warriors
time.
of the past who spilled your blood on this land, your noble souls now rest in this earth. I will never forget you and all that you did for Inazuma.
He's taking all this pretty hard.
Oh, well, yeah.
Come on. Let's keep investigating the damage to the sacred Sakura.
For the price of one bag of pizza combos, you can get it. I don't know why, but it's reminding me of those commercials where it's like $1 a day could feed a poor African starving child, where it's instead of that is one bag of pizza combos could feed a fucking dirty bitch. Oy.
As expected, there are a load of breakdowns here too.
Oh,
Leave them to me.
Hey. Yeah. But
There is no escape.
I'm
Now
sad.
you shall perish.
Never mind. Thank you.
Illusion shattered. Shine down. There is no escape. Torn to oblivion.
Yay. Oh, but I get the breathing effect. Mother yucker. Mother yucker.
Huh? Something seems wrong with A.
Are you feeling okay?
Why would you ask that?
Well, usually you'd pull out your sword and swish! Vaporize them all in one go! No?
You are
Cheddar
unduly
cheese,
concerned.
bacon, pretzel.
I'm simply conserving my energy. Although I have some understanding of the situation already, it could take an unexpected turn at any time. I must be prepared for anything. If there are more formidable monsters lying in wait in this area, I must make sure I have the strength to face them.
Ah, makes sense! Spoken like a seasoned shogun.
Give me 3.
The roots seem pretty badly damaged this time. We definitely need to tell the Yashiro Commission about this. Hey, the same light is leaking out again.
Is it the same situation as before? Oh, old man. Who's blind.
Furuyama? Is that you?
Almighty Shogun, what brings you back so soon? I thought you were off fighting a battle in a distant land.
Fighting a battle in a distant land? Sounds like this guy's talking about 500 years ago, too.
Combos are
Allow
likely the
me
best
to
gaming
introduce
snacks I've never had
Furuyama.
them outside of a
He
road
is a
trip.
tea master
Like,
and a
think
member of
about
my
it.
retinue.
I don't want to
Though
think about
blind,
it.
Furuyama is unparalleled in his ability to appraise tea. He brews some of the very finest tea in all of Inazuma.
Your Excellency, you shower me with praise
Cheetos
undeserved.
dusty, but you
I have
get
simply had the
salty
good fortune
cheese.
to be in your Excellency's presence long enough to become acquainted with all the skills that are
No, but
required
like
of
if you
me.
get the cheddar ones,
It sounds
like where
like the
they're like
Almighty
cheddar
Shogun
coating on the
has brought a
outside, it's just as
guest.
bad as if you had Cheetos, to be honest.
I'm afraid I'm unable to serve you any respectable refreshments on account of the current situation. But please, sit and rest. After all, it's quite a mess out there.
What should we do?
And praise teeth and many. Yeah, don't worry about it. Let's let's go along with what he says. I want to learn more about the past. Same.
Oh, yeah. Sheesh. There's monsters everywhere out there.
Don't worry about it.
It's pitch black and loads of people have been injured.
I see. So, they have fought their way this far already. Most of the residents in this neighborhood have already escaped. They wanted to take me with them, but it seemed rather pointless to me.
No,
So,
there's
I
actually
decided
like
to stay.
ones that are like cheddar flavored, not the insides,
And now
but
the
also
almighty
the outside.
Shogun is
It's
here.
got a cheddar
I have
coating,
even less reason to
and
run
they're just
away.
as bad because they have that dust coating, the dust of cheese.
Imagine if this was something
That's
that
why
even
they
the
can be
almighty
just as bad
Shogun
if
was
you get
powerless to
those.
resolve. Where could I
Dun, dun.
possibly run to then?
How come you're not panicking?
People flee out of a desire to live on. And the desire to live on stems from a feeling of having
Master Guy kinda
unfinished
like
business
he's,
in life.
projecting.
But me, I have no such thoughts, and I have no regrets.
This man's ready to die.
The almighty Shogun often speaks to me about her dreams over tea. Just listening to her stories. I've been blind for many years, but her vivid descriptions took me on a splendid journey to all the most beautiful places in Inazuma. Over time, I've come to understand her mindset. Quite the romantic at heart, a true dreamer. One thing she always says is, good things don't last forever. Everything changes, fades, disappears completely over the passage of time. And so, people must make the most of the life they have, seize the chance to enjoy it while it lasts, and have no regrets in the end.
That's very true. That doesn't sound like A at all. This doesn't fit the description, or the definition of eternity at all. It's true. It doesn't fit her description, or definition, sorry, of eternity. It does sound like A, though.
So you see, as bleak as things may be now, I have experienced countless wonderful things in life, and have no reason not to be satisfied.
Perhaps you are right.
It won't be long now before I have to say goodbye to the almighty Shogun for the last time. What a pity. I'll never get to see what Inazuma looks like after the almighty Shogun rebuilds it anew. But I suppose it doesn't matter. Everyone says that Inazuma has turned dark now. But to me, it went dark a long time ago.
Blind joke.
Once this catastrophe is over, life is sure to spring forth anew. But even if I survived until then, I'd probably be a hopelessly befuddled old so-and-so by then. So, never mind, eh? Oh, goodness me. Speaking of befuddled, look at me rambling away to my heart's content and forgetting to serve the tea. The almighty Shogun comes to visit and I don't have the tea ready. A truly egregious loss of decorum. One moment, I'll just... Where in the world is the tea set? I hope the others didn't smash it to smithereens in their hasty departure.
Can't see a tea set anywhere around here.
Really? But it's always been right by my side. Goodness gracious, what a fool I'm making of myself.
We know where to find a tea set. Oh man, I don't like this. We should just be honest.
I couldn't possibly have my guests fetch it themselves. That would be most discourteous indeed.
Don't worry about it. Take a rest. We'll be back right away.
Almighty Shogun, you're not going too, are you? No. Your humble servant implores you, not with the war raging outside.
This place is complicated. It's quite unlike the tea house in your memories. Leave it to us.
But... well, okay. I never thought I'd see the day that I need the almighty Shogun to personally collect my tea set for me. I can't decide whether it's a final regret or a final stroke of good fortune.
Where should we go to find a tea set?
Oh my fucking god, we're
Having
actually
a cup of tea isn't
God
exactly
damn it.
the most urgent thing to do right now, but at the same time, this lovely old man from 500 years ago has been through so much, and it makes Paimon so sad.
I'm also feeling very nostalgic for his tea.
Oh, why don't we go to the Kamisato estate? There'll definitely be a tea set we can borrow there.
Okay, you done, Paimon? Holy scheisse. God damn it. I fucking hate when I do that. I fucking hate when I do that. Fuck. I hate when I do that.
It's the Traveler. And the Almighty Shogun. How might I be of assistance, Your Excellency?
Yeah, get the fuck
I
out
wish
of
to
my way.
borrow a tea set from the Yashiro Commission.
Oh, sure. I'll fetch that for you right away. Please step into the courtyard and have a rest, Almighty Shogun. Oh, and I'll inform my lord about your visit immediately. Ah, and the tea set. I'll bring that here as soon as it's ready.
Be at ease. I'm not here to see Commissioner Kamisato. Actually, I'd prefer to spend this time chatting with the Traveler. Please, fetch the tea set at your convenience.
No. I am your humble servant. I daren't think of my own convenience when the Almighty Shogun graces me with her presence. I'll deal with it right away.
Well, it's not often we have the chance to chat. I'm sure you must have a lot of questions.
Was it really you that the tea master used to serve?
Right. Paimon wanted to ask that too. The Almighty Shogun that he described didn't sound anything like you at all.
No, it
I
actually
seldom
really
had the
does.
time to drink tea. Any free time I had was spent practicing martial
No.
arts. So, in the vast majority of cases, the one he made tea for was the former Electro Archon, who was also my sister, Raiden Makoto. He may well have had an inkling about there being two Raiden Shoguns, but he always acted as if he was completely unaware of it. The philosophy of life that he shared with us just now, that was Makoto's view on reality. She always saw things that way.
You and Makoto had pretty different views, huh?
Indeed we did. It was the biggest difference between us. In her eyes, the most precious things in this world were dreams. The yearning for a better future held by living beings.
Dreams? Or in other words, ambitions?
They are similar, but not identical. When you came charging into the plane of Euthymia, I saw human aspirations light up the sky far above in the form of countless stars. This somewhat shook me. Now,
Somewhat.
it seems like she was right, while I took the wayward path.
Wow. There sure was a lot going on beneath the surface.
There always
Makoto
is.
saw a bigger picture than I did. In her view, a dream is more imaginary,
Creepy
more
chair, fucking creepy
abstract than an ambition. An ambition is a yearning for something material, or a concrete outcome. It is finite in nature, and will be replaced by a new ambition in due course. Makoto was more concerned with the force that drives humans to constantly generate new ambitions in the first place. It is something innate, rooted in instinct. In other words, it is something eternal.
That's, quite a lot to take in.
Especially for you,
To put it
Paimon,
simply,
since you're short.
Makoto wasn't concerned about outcomes. I didn't understand at the time. How can we say that we are maintaining eternity when things are constantly moving forward and evolving? I suppose what it comes down to is the definition of eternity she set out with.
The thing is with A's eternity, she thinks it's just one thing that needs to stay the same for eons, while her sister seemed to want to keep a protection of eternal change, which is funny because that's also a thing of eternity. Like, eternity isn't necessarily one thing, which her sister saw early on, whereas she did not. Seems more in line with how humans view the world.
Yes, it does. I always thought that she must have grasped some elusive, arcane wisdom to arrive at the conclusions she did. But in the last analysis, Makoto's philosophy was, on the surface at least, an elegantly simple one. Notwithstanding that it was also the more prudent choice, based on a more mature, far-sighted outlook.
Do you feel you're starting to understand her better now?
You have already witnessed my previous views on eternity.
And they were
But
wrong.
now, I no longer cling to what was lost. I suppose that means our differences have been reconciled.
Almighty Shogun, I found a tea set. This one in particular should be fit for your excellency's use.
It's quite beautiful. Thank you.
I want to see a tea set.
You are too kind. A humble servant such as I does not deserve the gratitude of the Almighty Shogun.
It's all good, sir. She's actually pretty chill.
Let us return. We ought not keep Furuyama waiting too long.
It's alright, my guy. She's pretty chill about it. She's alright. Whee! Oh shit. Oh, alright, I almost fucked up. No, he's gone. I'm not surprised.
Hey, where'd he go? He wouldn't have gone looking for a tea set himself, would he?
I'm gonna put it past him. I think he might have turned to mist.
Or perhaps the ley lines did not have the power to sustain him for very long.
Yep.
As was the case with the memory we saw earlier.
So we won't get to drink his tea?
No.
We didn't even have a chance to say goodbye.
Oh, Pieman, you should not have any right to sup.
The
Oh my
information
God.
held in the ley lines is complex and disorderly. The fact that we were able to meet him to begin with was a miracle of fate.
Mm-hmm.
Cheer up, Paimon. Let's make our own tea.
Well, this chance won't come often, and we do have a tea set. Perhaps I should try my hand at making us a pot of tea.
Oh god.
I've watched Furuyama brew tea on many occasions. I doubt I should have any major problems doing it
She's
myself.
gonna fucking kill us. A ruse of a piping hot pot of tea?
The tea is ready. Please give it a try.
Oh god, she's gonna fucking kill us.
So many thoughts were racing through my head as I was brewing it. I'm not sure how to explain it.
You don't need to. I understand. It's just the memories flooding back in.
You're right. But the things we've seen today have brought back many memories for me.
Not that
I've been
surprising.
reminded of many people, too. Kitsune Saigu, Makoto, and all the other friends who I watched pass even further back. Back at the Yashiro Commission, I kept the conversation reasonably lighthearted. But now, I'd like to broach a heavier topic, if I may. The
Go right
events
ahead.
of 500 years ago not only robbed me of my friend, Kitsune Saigu, They also took Makoto away from me. For good.
She died in that disaster too?
Literally, this was
Yes.
talked about. We talked about
She
this
went to
before.
Conria alone. Without telling me.
Oh.
Unlike me, Makoto was no martial artist. Whenever similar crises had arisen in the past, I was always the one to face them in her stead. But this time, the circumstances were so grave that Makoto had no choice but to leave me behind. Or perhaps it was more that she went ahead of me, put herself in front of me, so that I would remain hidden. In any case, by the time I realized what was happening...
Makoto had already died.
Yes. It was too late. I arrived only in time to hear her dying breath. She had already lapsed into unconsciousness by that point, so all I could do was enter into her mind. As far as you're concerned, it would be somewhere similar to the plane of Euthymia. It was there that we bid each other a final farewell. I cried bitterly. Even in those final moments, I couldn't understand her actions. Why did she go to Conria first, and not I? Why did she keep me in the dark about it? Was it to shield me? It was there and then that I resolved to pursue eternity. As a testament to that decision, I saved her realm of consciousness just before it collapsed completely.
What?
And brought it back to Inazuma.
That's
What?
quite a story.
You did
When
what
I
now?
returned to Inazuma, I was shocked to find that a great sakura tree had appeared on Mount Yogo. The tree that you know as the sacred sakura.
Appeared? The sacred sakura had always been there, hasn't it? Maybe it's her. Or maybe it's the kitsune.
That's exactly what everyone back then told me as well. That it had existed since time immemorial. They were so matter-of-fact about it, and couldn't at all understand what I was so surprised about. No one questioned it. And yet, its presence contrasted so starkly with the area as I remembered it. It seemed as if I was the only one to have noticed it appear suddenly out of thin air. In the end, I simply had to accept that it was a miraculous effect of Makoto's consciousness. With the help of the sacred Sakura's power, I was finally able to overcome the monsters and quell the disaster in Inazuma.
This is all really hard to understand. Kinda beyond Paimon's level.
Of course it is, Paimon. I swear to God. Simply put, Makoto's powers somehow made that tree appear.
Yes. She had such a great love for this land, and for its people. In this respect, I still do not compare to her. I once told myself that I would never speak of these events again. Facing the fact that she is gone is unbearably painful. But even the tea that is most bitter to the tongue, once swallowed, leaves some sweetness in the throat. And it's time I came to terms with it all.
It seems like you've done a lot of thinking about this already. I know the pain of separation too.
Oh, while we're on the topic, since you experienced that battle in person...
Have you seen my brother before?
Brother? I had heard that you were looking for your family.
Yeah.
You mean to say that he was somehow involved in the Conria disaster?
Based
Possibly.
on what we've learned so far, it seems so, yeah.
I'm sorry. I wasn't there for the whole thing. By the time I arrived, the worst of the fighting was already over. And also, my mind was consumed entirely with the plight of Inazuma and the fate of those closest to me. So,
Understandable.
I am afraid I can't help you.
Oh, well, that's a shame. But it can't be helped, I guess. Boy, both of you have experienced great tragedy.
With this last
I
cup of
feel like
tea,
this is a Shakespeare's play at this
let
point.
us honor the Tea Master's memory. Thank you, Destiny, for giving us the chance to meet again.
We should go. Let's keep following the traces.
Okay.
Very well. Based on my investigation so far, I believe this next pack of monsters should be the last.
Observe the teacup. What did that? A cup of tea has been left. Aww. How much did he actually perceive and how much did he let on? Aww. That's cute. Anyways, we continue forward. This way, apparently. Okay, you didn't need to keep zooming. Okay. You don't have to. Jesus Christ. Is it down? Oh. No, I mean, I guess down. Yo, why there's a child right there? You okay? You lost? Oh shit. I hate when they do that. It takes forever. It's fucking close.
Once again, please leave them to me.
Oh, she raised her anger.
Hey! Are you sure you're alright? You're scaring us!
Ooga booga.
Fear not. Fighting is what I do best.
Feels so that's all she can do.
Shine down!
Now, what? Hey yo, wait a minute.
Are you alright?
Hey yo, I'm not ready to be doing that.
Shine down!
That shit.
Inazuma shines eternal!
Wow.
Illusion shattered! Shine down!
Hey, stop it! Oh god.
Transcend all constraints.
Can I keep it? Yeah, okay, cool, great.
Illusion shattered! There is no escape!
Stop it. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to
Illusion shattered! Torn to oblivion!
Doctor, what the fuck? What the fuck? Hey, what the hell is wrong with you?
Hey, maybe you should leave this one to us.
You don't look too good. Don't force it. Oh, she fucking.
My apologies.
Don't worry about it. Just take a breather and get your strength back. We'll deal with the monsters.
Yeah. We'll Donnie.
Look, that's the same light again.
Time for another trip down memory lane. Who have we got this time?
Where am I?
Bro, what was this camera angle?
Who are you? Almighty Shogun, you're here too!
Yeah.
Are you injured, Your Excellency?
I'm quite all right. Just feeling a little stiff.
We, the Shogunate Samurai, will defend the Shogun until the very end.
Come on, men. They're coming back for more. Let's get them.
Don't! It's too dangerous.
Danger is our duty, ma'am. If we were the kinds to shy away from danger, we never would have taken up arms to begin with.
No need to worry, Almighty Shogun. When the situation looks bleak, we will draw on the power granted to us by the gods.
Is that a vision?
Oh?
It certainly is. I know the gods are omnipotent, and their willingness to grant their power to humans means they have high expectations for us. If the Almighty Shogun is in trouble, now of all times is the moment for us to honor that.
Huh.
So that's how samurai of that era understood visions, huh?
So full of hope. An unwavering commitment to resist. Alright.
Nobody knew where Your Excellency had gone, and we were starting to despair. But now we've found you. You're right here with us. Just the sight of you appearing before us once more has reignited the hope in our hearts. This hope is the light that will guide us out from the darkness.
Everyone, on me!
We'll help too!
Okay.
Huh? Affirmative, but watch your backs.
Oh, did we get to find out too?
Protect the Almighty Shogun!
Hey, yo, where the fuck y'all go?
Witness the power of Gurwa! Know my sword!
This isn't good!
Stabilize. This is order.
Like you, bitch.
I'm out of here! Make my escape.
Rain outlines your fate. Rain cutter!
Did Nani? Oh.
It seems like their attacks are finally over.
I've never fought so fiercely before.
Thank you all.
You're welcome.
Are you okay? Maybe you should keep resting.
I'm fine. I feel much better already.
You don't
You fought
sound better.
phenomenally. It was truly awe-inspiring.
Yeah, it's a nothing.
The monsters will definitely come back.
Literally.
And when they do, it'll be more than a few Rift Hounds this time. Quickly, escort Her Excellency back to Inazuma City, and regroup with the General's forces as soon as possible.
When everyone sees the Almighty Shogun safely returning, their spirits will be lifted.
Well, what are you guys gonna do?
We will stay here and guard against the monsters' advance. We cannot afford to let them get any further. We are brothers in arms. As long as we stick together, we can face any number of monsters that come our way.
We have no business disrupting the reality they're experiencing. Great. Thanks. I appreciate it.
Just leave it to us. Fighting is what we do best. But the Almighty Shogun is the only one of us with the power to change the present state of affairs. Only Her Excellency can turn back the tide of despair and lead us onward into the future. No matter what kind of threat faces Inazuma, we will always place our faith in the Almighty Shogun.
Oh. Thank you all very much. I promise you that I will create a bright future for Inazuma. I should not have left it this late to make this promise. But from this moment forth, know that I shall be true to my word.
Don't worry, Your Excellency. We will never doubt your word as long as we live.
Well,
With you leading us, we will claim back everything that Inazuma has lost.
Glory to the Shogun!
no,
Glory to the Shogun!
they're disappearing.
They're gone.
No Shaita. Was that a promise to them or a promise to yourself?
It was both. The people's sacrifice has always caused me immense pain. But in dwelling on the tragedy, I overlooked their splendor. The grief blinded me to how brightly they shone in their final moments. The result being that in the centuries since their sacrifice, I have dishonored their will.
Yes, you have.
You could take the view that whatever I say to them is meaningless, because they are but disembodied memories held in the ley lines. But even so, they are due a resolution. I owe it to them, and to all the people who have placed their faith in me to date.
Well,
Raiden Shogun Redemption?
Paimon thinks that even if it's a few hundred years later, you're doing right by them now, and that's what counts.
Thank you for your comforting words. But this is my basic duty as Inazuma's Archon, and I have neglected it for far too long.
About
I used to think just like that samurai, that I was first and foremost a warrior, and my only duty was to face whatever challenge came my way. But what Inazuma needs more than a warrior is someone like Makoto. Even though I am utterly unlike Makoto, and can never become the person she was, I still need to do the things that she would have done.
Humans are worthy of your trust.
Yes,
That's
they
up for
are.
debate.
They are strong and resilient, and have much to be proud of. As the Raiden Shogun they revere, I should not be the one to hold them back.
Well said. Sounds to Paimon like you figured things out.
About
Change
fucking
will
time.
come to Inazuma, and with it, new possibilities. This will take time, but eventually, the future will bring healing to the scars of the past. No matter how long it takes, I am committed to bringing this to fruition. This is my promise. Now that we've dealt with the Rift Hounds, this matter is halfway resolved. It does not appear that the threat will escalate for the time being. I will leave the Tenryo and Yashiro commissions to handle the follow-up work, such as investigating the origins of this incident and tending to the root system.
Alrighty then, let's move on.
Where'd you know?
It looks calm on the outside, but Paimon bets her emotions must be all over the place right now, huh?
Yeah, most
She
likely.
seems to have changed a lot since we last met her. Huh? What's wrong, eh? Come on, keep up.
Hey, yo! Hey!
What's going on? Are you feeling unwell again?
She broken.
My body... I can't move it. It looks like the situation is more serious than I thought.
Do you need to take a rest? We should get you back to the city.
No need. She is calling me. The time has come.
She?
Can you help me walk? I need to go to the cave below the Grand Narukami Shrine.
Why? What's in there?
A battleground. One where I shall sever ties with the past and take the first steps into the future.
What? Nani? Hey, let's go! I know exactly what this is, and I'm excited. As excited. I feel like I'm gonna die, but as excited. Alright. Wait, nothing? Oh, we're not going down there. That's kind of depressing. Actually, before I do that, I'm gonna heal my characters. Because apparently they're kind of hurt. Oh, just a little bit. Because reptiles fucking suck. Alright. We do this again. We try this again. Okay. Press now, I'll just...
Go!
Stop climbing the pole. This ain't the time for that. Okay. What is it here? I doubt it's here. It is. Oh, never mind. It is.
We're finally here. The entrance should be nearby.
Entrance. Oh. Entrance indeed.
Whoa! Where'd that Torii gate come from?
Are you alright?
It's getting worse again. But it's fine. I'm happy. I'm about to put an end to it all. This is a place I once sealed off with my own hands. The entrance to Raiden Makoto's realm of consciousness.
What?
It looks like she will no longer allow me to do with this body as I please.
Huh? What are you talking about? And who is she? Makoto?
Follow me.
Huh? Wait, so who are we actually fighting? Like, I know what we're fighting, but, like, who are we fighting? I am so confused on who is what. Because essentially with the Raiden Shogun, there's like, it's like 3 to 4 separate entities. It's really weird. It's literally just an umbrella term at this fucking point.
Dizzy. Where did we get sucked into this time?
Yes.
Whoa. This place.
It does look like a lot like the plane of Euthymia.
Look! Look over there! It's another A!
Oh.
We meet again, traveler.
So
This
it is
body is
what
an
I thought.
assistant to the one within, but it is also the guardian of the rules. Should the one within wish to stray from the rules, this body shall stand in her way.
Wait! Paimon knows that voice! that the puppet?
You have wandered the realm in my body, and you appear to have grasped the true essence of eternity. You believe your present self has greater certainty than your former self. Thus, you believe your present self is correct, don't you? But have you really been enlightened with new ideas? Or have you been degraded by irreversible erosion? I'm here to show you my answer. We are both warriors, and the dialogue we must now have shall be conducted by the blade alone.
Wait! The atmosphere in here just took a turn for the worse! Are you alright now?
The discomfort I was experiencing earlier was caused by the Shogun rejecting my continued use of her body. As she indicates, once I started entertaining the idea of change, I became hostile in her eyes.
Not surprising.
But inside a realm of consciousness, I exist independently of her. She cannot affect me in this way. Though she is a puppet, the Shogun has her own consciousness too. When necessary, she appears here to confront me.
Just like one of the other Fatui Harbingers, they have an essence of their own. And like Albedo. That's so fucking weird. I think you've mentioned this before. This is her system to safeguard against modifications to eternity.
Paimon gets that everyone has their internal battles and stuff, but not like this! It's a bit extreme!
I agree.
Hey, showdown with the Shogun? Never thought we'd see that day!
The rules I set for the Shogun are... No. The Shogun herself is the manifestation of my past ideals. The very foundation stone of eternity. It shall not be easily swayed. I would not try to change her if it wasn't necessary.
Isn't there any other way? Can't you talk it through or something?
No, because, well, one, A is one that prefers action over word, and A isn't someone who leaves herself an escape route.
But they both just want the best for Inazuma!
True.
My form is a symbol of supreme majesty, in which has been vested power over all the realm. It is the cohesive embodiment of all that constitutes the Raiden Shogun. It inherits A's pain, the pain of inevitable loss that comes as she moves forward. So too does it inherit her determination to reach eternity. Every action undertaken is for the sake of resisting erosion. Determination, courage, love, hatred, all of these will be degraded and distorted by the incessant flow of time. Only rules shall remain constant for eternity. Those were my thoughts when I created you.